Hey everybody, welcome back. We're playing some random decks today. I'm not really quite sure what we'll end up actually playing on the stream. If you guys are coming into Twitch, please feel free to give me some deck recommendations. And if you're watching on YouTube, I always forget to do this. I feel like I'm supposed to do this. But yeah, come catch the stream live on Twitch. I always enjoy chatting with you guys. I wanted to try this out. Poppy Ziggs has actually been doing pretty well. And I kind of want to climb the ladder pretty quickly, because it hurts my ego that I'm in silver. Not necessarily purely because of skill, but just because I haven't played Eternal before. My rank got, reset super low. And so I wanted to find something that I could climb somewhat quickly without playing like 40-minute grind fests of playing stuff like the Lee Sin, Action, Ionia decks, anything like that. Although they do look fun, I do want to get to them at some point. But yeah, so let's get into it. This is the first deck at least we'll be playing. Like I said, we might just go back and forth. I've also tried some Talia Ziggs lately. Poppy Ziggs. Interesting little Demacia deck for the most part. Bandle City as the second region. We do have some like Bird the Bellringer, Grumble Slug. But the interesting part for me is the Demacia package. We have Petricite Broadwing, obviously. Fleet Feather Tracker, obviously. And then Stony Suppressor as a 3 of. And Mage Seeker Jr. as a 3 of, which is kind of strange. Hey Asagi, what's up? So these cards are very good against certain decks. Other decks, they don't look quite as great. But in my experience so far, I've only played like 4 or 5 games. They actually did pretty alright. Mage Seeker Jr. as a 3/3 is still a decent body. And it's also very nice hitting off of Scrutinizing Sergeant, right? Like the 2-for-1 unit summon. And it just happens to like really make your opponent stumble if they're relying on small spells. So that's a really nice tempo play for us at the top end, as well as 3 copies of Captain Erica. 4/4, not the biggest body, but ideally Poppy will be able to buff her up pretty easily. Champion Strike can make her pretty chunky. The Spell Shield is difficult for opponents to play around. And with all the Stony Suppressors and Mage Seeker Juniors, it makes it really taxing for them to attack Captain Erica. So yeah, let's get into it and see how it goes. Like I said, we're going to be running around through a few different decks today, so if you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know what you'd like to see. Jace Heimer. Okay. Soul Harvest. Oh no, this is in Shadow Isles version. Never mind. Okay. Well, this game looks kind of nasty. Turn 4, we were walking really hard into a Shock Blast. Also, Asagi, could you let me know if the stream quality is okay? It says it's unstable. And that my bitrate's really bad. But I don't know what to do about that. Like, I didn't change anything about the stream quality.
Smell that? A bite's a cooking. Batter 'em.
But yeah, today's a weird day. I'm gonna go into personal storytime mode real quick. I think Ziggs actually looks kind of okay here. He doesn't get hit as hard by a Shock Blast. And I don't know if Mage Seeker Jr. is quite as important because they're going to be casting expensive spells. It's all right here too? Yeah. Okay, do we go Poppy? They don't have Shock Blast mana or Explorator mana. They'd have to have either 2 early removals or a Thermal Beam. Which I actually kind of miss Thermal Beam. Okay. Cool. We still get to push some serious damage here. Although our opponent might just win the race. Ugh, I actually really wanted them to take that trade. But yeah, okay, personal story time. And then I'll focus on the game so we don't get wrapped up in the boring parts of my personal life. I got no sleep last night. Bandle City Mayor or Scrutinizing Sergeant? I think it's Scrutinizing Sergeant. Maybe... Okay, we get a challenge to at least go after the Florbegon. I was thinking maybe we could just go Bandle City Mayor and not play other units. Or at least maybe just play a Grumble Slug so we could try to keep up Champion's Strength next round. But I don't know if that's the best play or not. So I got like no sleep last night. You usually sleep like 5 hours that night? But I sleep well like a rock. Okay, I went like 5 hours last night, but like not like a rock. And so I'm so tired. And my nightly routine is like I usually come home and I'll have my dinner and then I'll have my caffeine right after I eat my dinner, because I get home from work at like 3:30, and then I'll have finished a dinner by like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then by 5 o'clock I'll be having my caffeine, which is a little late in the day. You know, most people usually have it in the morning. But my nightly routine got really thrown off tonight, and so it's 8 o'clock and I'm having caffeine, and I'm already like running on. I don't know if Captain Erica's all that good here. I'm running on fumes.
I should make a speech too. Where's my speech?
Do I even keep up any mana here? I feel like they're just gonna deal damage to this guy. So I'll just go Mage Seeker Jr. When I sleep less than that, I know I'll be wasted during the day. Yeah. I'm going to go in like this, I think, to be able to attack with Ziggs, but keep him alive through the block at least.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
So yeah, I'm kind of physically exhausted,
Not on my work site, bub.
and I'm grumpy because I've been getting destroyed in the video games I've been playing lately. So I really want to just come chill on Legends of Runeterra, and hopefully, since I'm all caffeinated, I'll stream for a while. Do I take a caffeine at night? Not purposefully. Like I said, I usually try to drink it by around 5 p.m. I think we're just dead if this doesn't go through. But I think Erica's going to save us here.
Will lead to triumph.
I like that. It's like capture the flag, the Noxus flag. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I usually try to drink it by like 5:30 at night. But tonight I'm like, I need some comfort food. And the caffeine I drink, it's this thing called Smart Cocoa. And so it's really cozy and warm and like chocolatey. And so I don't even drink it because I like caffeine necessarily. But I love the warm, cozy taste. And it's like a very low calorie drink. It's not like a sugary hot chocolate. This really sucks. This triple Florbegon really got us this game. But yeah, so I'm gonna be dead tonight. I'm not gonna sleep at all. Alright, I feel like that's not a miserable matchup, honestly. That at least specific version, it didn't feel like they really stopped us all that much. They just got 3 6+, 7+ power turrets that kind of roasted us. Akshan Shyvana, that looks pretty cool. This actually seems like a matchup where Mage Seeker Jr. could be reasonable. Oh, look at this curve. Bro, I heard Disney Lorcana launched today. I'm kind of jelly. I didn't get to go downtown to a game store. And so I have no clue if my game store actually has it or not. I'm pretty sure they said they'll have it, but I don't know if they're gonna be sold out now because it's like super hyped up. And I don't go to my game store anyway. Like, what do they have for 1 mana that gives them 2 power? 2 defense, I mean. 2 defense? Shape. I mean, they only need 1 shape stone though, so I'll just attack like this. Okay. But yeah, I really want to get into Lorcana. I love the whimsical themes of things. Like, I don't know if any of you play Magic the Gathering. I'm not a big fan of the Phyrexians. Or for Legends of Runeterra example, I'm not a big fan of like Aatrox and the Darken. Like, I think the leveled up quote unquote Zolani card is so gross. I don't like stuff like that. And so I appreciate the more whimsical stuff of like Bandle City. Or even like Ionia, where it's more serious, but it's like a bright aesthetic. Like the Hextech Dragonling. And so I'm interested in Lorcana because I know, like, my dad is the only person who I know who plays Magic. And so I'm thinking that's actually kind of interesting. I'm hoping Lorcana could actually help me get some of my other family members and friends into card games. Yeah, literally. He only plays Magic because I got him into it. Like, he never does anything on his own, right? Like, he wouldn't ever look up the next set spoilers or watch videos on it. Like, the only time he interacts with Magic is when I make him play. But he enjoys it, you know? It's like, he's not like the most competitive player, if that makes sense. But we enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I might just go Fleet Feather Checker into Grubble Slug into Champion Strength. Oh no. I've actually been blown out by Valley of Imitation several times. I won a game where my opponent played Beguiling Cobra, and it flopped the whole board just full of these things. And I'm like, jeepers, dude, that's wild. Okay, so I'm just gonna get in here like this. I don't know if it matters if I sacrifice either of these. This pushes 3 damage. This also pushes 3 damage. Ooh, but I guess I'll go here. No, I'll sacrifice this guy first. Because if they have a quicksand, it gets rid of his formidable. And then he does no damage anyway. Okay, I don't know if that matters. Okay, cool. I've never been a big Magic player. In Brazil, we call it kitchen Magic player. Yeah, we call it like kitchen tabletop Magic, stuff like that. Tabletop. I always call it, I think, tabletop Magic. But most Magic is tabletop. That doesn't. Kitchen is the part that actually implies the casualness of it. But yeah, I own so many tabletop games that I've never played. Like, not even like I own them and I tried them. Like, literally never, just never played them. Because I go through these phases where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these cool games. They're so cool, they look fun, I watch videos on them. But then I literally just don't have people to play with. So I own so many card games that I've barely touched. Most of them are like card games. Like player versus player, like Magic or LOR. But there are a few like cooperative games I own. I don't even know if it's better to go Ziggs or Bandle City Mayor on 3. They both died to Fiora. But like, at least Ziggs puts a little bit of damage on her. Bandle City, I guess, is our way to either quote-unquote outvalue them or just give them more free units to kill Fiora. But I guess Bandle City Mayor is slightly better with Poppy. I don't know. Like, this is a pretty good curve. I just don't know if it matters. Yeah, like I have like this one Lord of the Rings. It's like a cooperative adventure game type thing that I think looks really fun. But my family, like besides my dad, my family are the kind of people who go, I'd rather play Yahtzee or Go Fish than any game that involves thinking and more in-depth strategy. Why do this? I really don't know what to do here. Like, Battle City Mayor is nice if we want to play Poppy and Bird next turn. But if we do that, she just instantly gets roasted by Fiora. But we also have to put the pressure on them, or else Galio's just going to come down, and then we're never going to push through another attack. That seems pretty good, actually.
This requires my largest official hat.
I'm not making the same mistake this time. I will not let Petrosite Charger beat me. Brutal. No Fiora is, like, reasonable. Oh, wait, I need to play Poppy if I want to play Poppy and Bird this turn. But she just gets killed by the super buffy from Inimitables. So I think I'm just going to go Bird. Then they attack. Then I play Broadwing plus Bird. Or if they don't kill our mayor, we can still play Poppy. Because I want to damage these guys. I'm just really worried, like, if we throw away a ton of units... Like, if we actually block these just for funsies, we don't have any units to buff up with Poppy or the Battlecaster. Plus, the damage is kind of irrelevant once they slam Galio and it just gives everything 3-3, you know what I mean? I guess our course is set before us anyways. We can't even play a Poppy this turn, so I'll just get Broadwing and Bird on the battlefield and try to make a decision next turn. But they haven't even used any of their spells yet. So even if we happen to get off a good attack, like Elixir of Irons, Shield of Durans, it seems like a really bad matchup. I guess double hitting Poppy with Chimes is a good start. But again, she still just dies to a Shield of Durand here. I don't even know what, like, they can do here to lose. I feel like we're in a really, really tough spot. They have to have an atrocious hand, I feel. Both their champions, I feel, are kind of a death knell for us.
Hey, if you don't want to fight anymore, that's okay.
We can try to go like this. I think we're kind of desperate. If we give them another free attack turn, everything just gets bigger and bigger. Like, they're going to outscale us, I feel. We have to hope they don't have a 2-mana pump spell. Because if we pass next turn, they're going to have even more mana. They're going to get the buff from Balin plus have much more spell mana available. Maybe I'm... Maybe. I'm going to say we're losing if I take this attack and they have a pump spell. I'm going to play to the out of Champion Strength. Yeah, full board plus Champion Strength. That's what I'm going to try to get to. I don't know if that's the right play, but we'll get there. They don't have an easy way to kill Poppy right now. Oh, well, that'll do it. Huh. If I take another Broadwing, they can only kill one of them. The next turn we can try to go after Erica. I guess it's a play. I just feel like this is a bad matchup. I played this yesterday into a something Galio. Let me see if I can pop up my master tracker real quick. I played Poppy Ziggs into a Nidalee Galio. That felt really bad. They just had like all the formidable stuffs, and as the aggro deck, you're kind of like roasted. Again, do I just try to if I play for a Champion Strength top deck? I don't know if it does all that much good. This at least just tries to increase our likelihood of living for a few more turns. I literally have no idea what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm kind of just playing to lose less rather than playing to win. I don't know. I'm just throwing my dudes in front of their stuff and hoping we buy time. But I don't think time is on our side. I think they have the better late game. I love the artwork on Stony Suppressor. I really like this character. The Duran Protege card is really nice.
Today's the day I find that hero.
So Poppy's gonna have to take one for the team in order to get the other Poppy. I don't know. This one feels a little lost. GG.
Quest failed.
Quest failed. I swear, the voice lines in this game kill me. Alright, oops. I wanted to try something else here real quick. Poppy... Okay, well let me look it up on my good old YouTube channel real quick, I suppose. Or not my YouTube channel. I'll look up. Here we go. I really wanna play. Pardon the ad break. There we go. I hate when I do that when I should open up a deck code on a YouTube video. Okay. I wanna play this. One second, I'm messing up. Because there's so many cards I talk about all the time to you guys that I never actually play. Poppy Zed, the classic. The classic 2018. 2021. I don't even know. 2021, I guess, was probably the best time. Anyways, look at these cards we've got. Inspiring Mentor, Bright Steel Protector, Green Glade Duo. Ah, this is such a throwback. Young Witch, Shadow Assassin. Come on. These cards are so cool. But I want to work through this since this is a deck list that's like 2 years old. But I can't find any meaningful new version of the list that's any good. What's any better? Like when all the deck lists are from back then when the deck was still good. And so I'm trying to figure out what we can do here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to improvise here. We're running 2 copies of Ghost. I'm probably gonna start by cutting one of those. Man, Navora Blade Scout, like these cards just take me back. What are we playing? We're playing Poppy Zed. I'm tempted to cut a Poppy to put in a Quinn, but I think that's just my bias talking again. Herald of the Spring, man, this is literally taking me back. I love doing stuff like this. This makes me so happy. Oh, we could put in a copy of the Black Flame. Yeah, that sounds spicy. Badger Bear's a chunky unit. I don't think that's quite what we're looking for. I'm thinking about slotting in a copy of The Darken Aegis. We could also do some Grand Plaza shenanigans. I don't know if that's quite what we're looking for, but it's a card. Combat Cook is also interesting. Instead of a Fey Guide. I don't know. I guess maybe we want to lean into the elusives if this is what we're going for. This is such a sick card too. I swear, man. Ionia has so many cool cards that just do not get played. We could slot in a Radiant Guardian, but I haven't seen much aggro to know if that's worth it. But it's just... it seems kind of decent. It's a decent stat unit. We could also go to Scrutinizing Sergeant like our last deck list did. What if we... do we need 4 rallies? I'm tempted. I guess we kind of wanted to stay low to the ground. Noodle Ranger's an interesting one too. I don't know. What do you guys think? What seems fun? This doesn't have to be a... oh yeah, what if we do this? We'll put in a copy of Champion Strength instead of just the cheap rallies. And I think we're getting a little over the top with the 8 mana cards. I'm thinking like a Cytheria could be fun. Or Scrutinizing Sergeant maybe. This guy doesn't seem all that great. I really don't like this as much. Let's give this a try, yeah? I think this is interesting. What might I be missing in this deck that we really need? We're running triple Twin Disciplines and triple Sharp Sight as protection and a deny. I think this might be good. Let's try this out. I guess if we're trying to go elusives with Greenglade Duo, Young Witch a little, Shadow Assassins, we don't need Cytheria. The Fearsome isn't all that impressive. Potentially Broadwing. There we go. That's what we're missing. I'll probably cut a Bright Steel Protector. Do we need all 6 pump spells? Oops, sorry. Alright, let's see how this does. Sorry, literally, we have company and family coming home. And as they walk in the door, they don't realize I'm streaming. They're like, hello! And so the dogs, you know, go bonkers. Alright, I'm excited, man. It's been literally years since I've played a deck like this. I'll try to hunt for a Fleet Feather Tracker. That'd be really nice for early on. We do have Sharp Sight though.
You'll soon understand my methods.
Gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm running out of cocoa and I just like totally like slurped the straw and I'm like, I hope that doesn't pop up on the mic too much. Because I usually would just mute the mic, but I think it causes an awkward like
Night flowers upon my blade.
break in the audio because it doesn't have any feedback coming through for that moment, and so it sounds like my microphone's cutting out awkwardly. And like if I just take a sip of the cocoa quietly, it won't matter. But then I'll come over here embarrassing myself. Okay.
What's you doing over there?
Sharp Sight gets absolutely decimated by a hush.
We swim within the flows of magic.
Magic. I never ever think of prismatics. Like I should get prismatics on some of these cards. I can take this attack. And then what? See what they do and we could probably react with a pump spell? Or do you think they'll just let it go? I could also just go like this. And then play Shadow Assassin. Force them to react that way. Or I should probably just kill Zoe while I can have the chance to kill Zoe. Even if this goes away, do I care? Because I'd almost rather the Serpent die to just trading with River Shaper than a Shadow Assassin. I'll just do this and see what they do. Maybe I'm fine with using a Twin Disciplines here. Because we keep drawing spells. I don't know. Maybe that's a wasteful use. But we need to start developing board superiority at some point, I think. We kind of want to be aggressive before they can get their Celestials going. Oh, interesting. They use the silence there. So we don't even get the card draw. That's actually pretty interesting. I'll let this go then. I guess that didn't end up going well for us.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules in. Celeste, paint me and Stomper playing catch with Zoe. I'm a serious artist now. I paint Sparkle Flex.
Well, that's interesting. I can try to Cataclysm here. I don't think they'd run something like a Hate Spike. Oh.
What's that one? And that one?
For 2 mana. I guess this is fine. I don't think they can stop our Zed this turn. But that's a pretty chunky card. I'd be surprised if they block here, because it would mean our Zed could attack next turn. But as things are going, we could open attack. Is this any good? I'll start with Shadow Assassin.
My life.
Hmm.
Order.
I'm thinking just go... Oh. That makes things a little more awkward.
Words are
Now if we go Fleet Feather Tracker plus Bright Steel Protector, we can't keep up Sharp Sight. I'm only tempted to keep up Sharp Sight for something like Soul Harvest, but there's no way the decklist runs that. Am I also willing to sacrifice this Zed
You're covered.
if they have a way to ping the barrier? We could use Sharp Sight on him to put him to 4 HP. Okay. We'll just pass. I don't think they'd have something like a Ruination. So if we just rip a Sharp Sight next turn, I guess I should do the math. 1, 2, 3, or not a Sharp Sight, a Champion Strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can get Fleet Feather check on board. I'm gonna rip it. I don't think... it's the worst thing in the world, because they haven't had access to any big, cheap Celestials yet. And there's no guarantee we'll top deck. Ugh, that's brutal. That's pretty good. That saves a lot of health and Zed attack. That's pretty good. Obviously, we still have an okay attack next turn. Especially if they block like this. Yeah, that next stun, I definitely didn't play around that. Was it any good for us to just end the round there? Like, if they offered the pass, I could just say, sweet, we can use Champion Strength at a later time. Thank you for the open attack. I think I'm just going to take my attack then. Poppy would look pretty good this game.
Embrace the shadow.
Yeah, that's not good. So, reckless pursuit, restless pursuit, or cataclysm off the top, please. This is actually pretty nice in case they play the obliterates. Oh, I was thinking why I didn't do anything, but I guess you can't target yourself. Look at all these Foundations cards. Like, oh, this one's not even Sharp Foundations. Oopsies. Sharp Sight's literally been around forever. Wouldn't have even known. That's so funny. Because Call of the Mountain wasn't even the first expansion. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Is this our way to win this turn? I guess we can... Oh, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I love our doggies, but they get so obnoxious when we have company over. Okay. We go Poppy. They slam. Kill all enemies with 3 or less power. And we roast them with double Sharp Sight and a recall. Alright, the one copy of Ghost could come in clutch here. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Ah. Double Crescent Strike into double Supernova. That feels so bad. And now their cards cost like 2 mana. That's actually hilarious. Our deck sounds like the most annoying deck. They just obliterated 4 units for like 9 mana. Oh, theirs? Yeah. Ah, jeepers, that really sucks. Now we can't even try to get them next turn with a Zed Ghost Elusive. Because it is so funny how over time things change. This Zed Elusive combo used to be the most obnoxious combo in the entire game, right? Like, everybody hated the Zed Elusives. But now it's like, what the heck? They're playing, like... Cosmic Calls the new Siren song? Yeah. Okay. We need to top deck Scrutinizing Sergeant. Wouldn't activate our challenger, so that wouldn't work. We need to top deck... Not River Shaper. I think we've lost. Brutal. I feel like we really had this game in the bag, but they got us good. I'm waiting for the day someone has the same board as you. Oh, to see how it matches up in the middle? Yeah, good point. I like the pool party board a lot too. I don't own it though. Oh shoot. Well, this game's over anyways. I thought for some reason I knew he would die and fully heal instead, but for some reason I thought it was something where kind of like Scion's revive worked. You know what I mean? It's literally been so long since I've seen this card die and block in combat. I thought it would be something where it's like you know what I mean? I thought it'd be he'd get sent back to the back line and then it'd be fine. Anyways, cool. If I was actually trying, I don't think this anyway first to win that game, but I would, yeah, kind of like a Nivea, yeah. Well now I know. That's just a little interaction I just haven't seen in so long. That's not game deciding. That was just like a little bonus egg noodle at the end. All right, Poppy Zed used to be the tier 1, tier S deck back like 2.5 years ago. Not doing so great so far. Heck yeah, dude. I love Talia Ziggs. Not a great matchup for us. At least I would imagine it's not a great matchup. They have plenty of ways to kill our stuff. Like Rite of the Arcane, plus Quicksand, plus a lot of their own offensive pressure. Young Witch, heck yeah. Sign me up. This curve looks insane. 1, 2, 3, 4 into kill their champions. Not bad. Oh yeah. Think you want to take your trade? No way, baby. I got quick attack coming. Like, this is my type of board combat. I'm not doing something with like a crazy 3 mana 6/6. I'm just getting little cheeky bonuses with a little 1/1 elusive. I think it's fun. I like stuff like this. The tempo, you know? I'm not overwhelming you with stats, but mind-blowing decision making, like playing my free challenge attack. So I'm gonna slam Zed here. We have, ooh. I was gonna say we have 3 Zeds in hand, so even if they play a Rite of the Arcane, we can just play another one next turn. But if they have another Drop the Bomb, I imagine they would have used it here. So now I'm kind of tempted to take this open attack. Because if we go Poppy, and they have Rite of the Arcane, if they kill Zed, our Fleet Feather Checker would still only trade with Inventive Chemist. Okay. Maybe this is dumb. But if they play Rite of the Arcane, they're not developing too much else on board. Like maybe they get a Ziggs on board, which would be a little annoying. But hopefully they can't do too much to overwhelm us this turn if they decide to kill one of our champs. But the upside is really high here if they don't have an answer. Because we still have 2 Zeds. If we get through this turn, we're okay. What? They had another Droplet Bomb and they didn't play it last turn? I'm a little shocked about that. I will play this though, just to try to start stacking up HP on Poppy, where hopefully soon enough, like they only have a very limited time window to use the Rite of the Arcane. Okay, and so now we can untap with Sharp Sight plus Z this turn. Or we could go...
I'll drag you out of there if I have to. Leave her alone, Kadira.
Huh?
I'll drag you out of there if I have to.
Well, we could just take 1 billion points of damage and really try to get him next turn. Or I could try to block now, but put our Poppy prone to a lot more damage. Turn into a 5/6. She goes down to 1 HP. She dies to a Pokey Stick. I don't like that. I'm just going to take the damage. And at this point, hope we can Cataclysm any Ziggs that comes out. So I'm thinking of starting with a Twin Disciplines on Zed. To make sure he can attack into the Grumpy Rock Bears. That gets nullified if they have a Quicksand anyway. Then we lose both of our champions for free. I don't know. All of a sudden I feel like we're in a really tough situation. The Grumpy Rock Bears definitely causing some problems. Because if I just attack with Poppy and Zed, he's only at 4 HP. Or 4 power.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do either.
Poppy's literally reading my mind. Alright, I'm going guns a-blazing. They're gonna kill us soon. We're only at 7 HP. We kind of have to hope they don't have the answers here. Like, no Quicksand, and hopefully they just... Never mind. Alright, so we could recall one of them. If we wanted to save Poppy. But we have another Poppy and another Zed. So it's probably just better to let this go through. Or I could just save Poppy. Save the first Poppy at 2 health. Maybe that's better. Okay.
I am the blade in the darkness.
Good morning.
Well, this is actually not the worst outcome for us.
Sure you want to do this?
Like, we still might die. But we have another Poppy at least. And... I mean, I guess we're kind of just dead. I don't know.
I am a true master.
We made it, Brim. I want to go home.
I was like, if they had a champion there, and we were forced to play second Poppy as like the Poppy's verdict, Keeper's Verdict, that would have been really bad. Yeah, okay. I don't think we can get out of this one.
Chop, choppity.
But But I have a fun deck I think you guys will enjoy after this. So there was a day long, long ago in the pasts of Legends of Runeterra when Galio released. Day 1 Galio release. And I think I saved the deck. Ever since then. Day 1 Poppy Galio. Fleet Feather, Bright Steel Protector. Durian Protege. This is the card I was mentioning earlier. I love this artwork. You got Genevieve Elmhart in the background. I'm gonna leave this deck list as it is because I like the nostalgia of like a deck I built because I almost never build decks my own. I almost always net deck. So I'm gonna leave that, but I'm going to copy it and add new Poppy Galio. What's the new card called? The Benevolent Dude? Balin the Benevolent? Oh look, she's back. I didn't even know she was in the artwork. That's fun. How do I craft this guy? Oh, here we go. I never craft cards. I'm like, where can I? Okay, here we go. Were there any other new cards for the Balin package? I think Sir Chairman uploaded a Nidalee. Pardon the ads again. Okay, good, it's muted. Deckle Link. Oh, Petricite Charger, that's right. That's an interesting one. Do we like this? Instead of Laurent Protege? Let's give him a try. We could also run Petricite Hound as our 1-drop. Yeah, let's do this. And maybe 1 Darken Aegis. What do you think of this? We have 2 Golden Aegis as ways to really finish off the game. I don't know if we need a champion strength. I'm considering it though. Why do we only have 1 Petricite Charger? I thought we had 2. Oh, oopsies. Maybe I figured out why. I'll just cut the other Bright Steel Protector. Is 6 2-drops enough? 3 Broadwing, 3 Yordlesmith. Maybe we don't need both Concerted Strikes. It's a little expensive. You already run 2 single combats, lots of challengers. But it's just a nice card. Like it's pretty good at what it does, right? Do we only need 3 5-drops maybe? We really want to be lean to the ground, low to the ground. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I think that looks pretty alright. Quicksand makes me cry in this matchup. But this is a pretty good curve. And we even get Balin. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. Although, the past few games with that Zed deck, we had some pretty good draws, like the early mana curves as well. And didn't go quite to plan.
I do not break rules, I bend them slightly.
I'm just gonna take this challenge, I think. Or take this block while they don't have any pump spells. Not that they would use it, but I'm gonna try to go after Akshan with this guy anyways next turn. So this is just gonna end up running into each other anyways. So I might as well save the 2 Nexus health. I'm a little worried about this attack, to be honest. Should I just wait until our dudes get super big by our next attack turn? I'll try it. I think any pump spell there is probably good enough to save them.
Cool eye back.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight.
So Poppy is essentially the same as Balin here in terms of onboard status. Like, she'll give all of our other units that we have the +1 defense. So do we want to work on Poppy's level up? Or Balin granting them allies everywhere? Balin's a little harder for them to kill. Like if they have Desert Duel, they can just kill Poppy with the Vicorn Vagabond.
Villains beware.
This card is also super sick, by the way. I'd love to be able to do digital art like that. I think that's so cool.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Alright, well, now it's kind of a... How many pump spells do they have? We still have a pretty stacked hand.
Scum. Not a chance.
And I think we did alright with building our board state up so far. Oh, they didn't even kill our Broadwing.
Finders keepers.
Okay, I'm realizing we might be in trouble if they have a Lee Sin. He's so far away from leveling up, I don't think it's a problem. But we only have 1 interaction available to deal with a Lee Sin.
Master yourself. Master your enemy.
The odds of them having... two spells. I don't think that protects them, right? If we go Concerted Strike, it goes ping off the barrier, plus strike. And we just have to hope they don't have... If they have... I don't think they have 2 spells that protect them. I'm gonna go for it. I think the odds of us getting a Concerted Strike to flip just goes down from this point onwards when they have more mana for stuff like Deny. And like right now, if they have a tag out, we have a really nasty attack next turn. Okay. This guy's huge. Ooh. 7-8 mana next turn. So we won't have enough for Poppy plus Rally. So I'll probably just play Petricite Hound plus Poppy and then keep up single combat. Because then that following turn we'll have an even bigger board state that they have to deal with. Like we don't need to rely on a rally resolving this turn to win. We can just destroy them on board and eventually we're going to get through. Whether or not they can stop the rally is my thinking. Oh.
You can thank me later.
That is kind of whatever. If they try to go there, we can just single combat like this. And if they have deny, we still have a 9/9 on board essentially. But Poppy is so nasty. Like she adds 6 power to the board if she gets to attack here. I guess if they had Quicksand, actually, that would have been a really big blowout. Maybe not a blowout, but it would have hurt, because it would have reduced his power by so much. And they would have killed Poppy. Alright, GG. That was pretty cool. I'm impressed. Balin did some work.
I got lucky. You'll get me next time.
I'll be honest, I really want to play Scouts. I miss that deck. I was playing it in Standard and it was still pretty good. Because that deck never really got hit in Standard, like with rotating and Eternal and everything. It was still very similar even in Standard. Yo, Teemo Freljord Puff Caps. I kind of like the Balin package in this matchup. Because freezes don't impact it. If they waste a Thermo Beam here, I think we're pretty okay with that.
Reporting in.
If we don't draw a unit, should I just throw out the Sharp Sight here? Okay, well we did draw the unit.
Armed and ready.
We can also just pass and make sure we always keep up Sharp Sight. Because one hit from Teemo isn't the worst thing in the world. Next turn we can just go Yordle Smith. And when we attack, if they try to react with the freeze, we can still go Sharp Sight.
More than one way to pick a pine cone. I'll show you. Have a mushroom. Have 3.
I've heard about you.
Yeah, this seems good. If they block, we can just use a Sharp Sight to kill one of the others.
Fixed up.
Like, there's no way they block. So we just get to kill their Teemo at least.
Candle shop never.
I'm probably gonna go Poppy here.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
Remember what I told you?
Swing low, send 'em sky high. I'll make you proud. Sure you want to do this?
And if they blow a freeze here, I think that's also okay. They still don't get any Puff Caps, and we can just go after Teemo next turn anyway.
My collection.
I could get Broadwing down. I think Balin's just better. Like if we go Balin plus a second, or excuse me, Broadwing plus a second Yordle Smith, I don't think that accomplishes all that much.
I go waste to find me mushrooms.
Okay. This seems reasonable. We throw away our Fleet for the Tracker, because I don't want to lose our Poppy into the Chump Bump. And our Yorosmith gets to attack through these guys as well. So like if they don't jump block this guy, they're taking a butt ton of damage. It's gonna be... They could kill Yorosmith or get damage on Poppy. Jeepers, Poppy's level up is nasty. Grant them +2/+2 and impact. Like that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's about the best option here, I think, for us. The freezes are pretty important, but the Yorosmith is not like our best card. I'd rather keep Poppy safe and healthy than worry about the Yorosmith. We are taking a good chunk of damage here. We have 8 mana. Broadwing's actually probably fine here.
I could spend a whole fight wondering shield or hammer.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world here if they have a Mystic Shot. If I go Yorosmith, next turn we'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll have just enough for Geralt plus Rally. That seems really good.
Quest will be over quicker than you can fry a ferret.
Oopsies, excuse me. That's a little worrisome. I don't know if they'd run something like Aftershock or Get Excited, but that makes it a lot easier for them to kill Poppy. I could leave the Puffcat Peddler alive for one more action in order to keep Poppy alive. That seems pretty good. Plus, yeah, they can't even use the Puffcat Peddler in combat here as a way to plant Puffcaps and then just chump block. They'd have to spend so much mana, and then they would just lose to the rally.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
I hope that doesn't annoy you guys when I look at the art all the time. I feel like I never notice people do that when I'm watching videos, but I swear like every card I'll be like, ooh, let me look at this artwork. They shouldn't have a way to stop this. Man, I haven't played that card in a long time.
All right, time to get serious.
I've seen a lot more people playing Poppy in League of Legends too.
I got lucky. You'll get me next time.
Poppy's so humble. I tried playing Poppy once in League of Legends. That's all I need to tell you guys. Tanks are not my forte. I do not know how to melee engage. I'll be sure to let you know that much. Man, I'm sleepy. Yeah, I know. Usually this is about when I'm heading to bed. Petricite Charger seems really good in this matchup. And I'm tempted to keep single combat because it seems like a really good way to deal with misfortune. If we have Petricite Charger, right? Like they can't react to it by damaging it. But without any other aggressive units, I don't want to like get roasted early on. Okay, well we found several really good cards in the matchup as well, and we drew a one-drop. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Honestly, Petricite Hound on turn 1 into Darken Aegis seems pretty good. Just like a 3/3 tough, quote unquote, on turn 2 into their matchup. I'm content with that. But I won't try to push the damage here. If we don't have to, because we have a better late game, I believe. And so I'll try to force them to do stuff and we can be a little reactive. Because once we can start playing Radiant Guardians, it gets much tougher for them to deal with. We have, like, Concerted Strike's a fantastic card to kill their champs. If I attack like this, and they take this block, it goes down to 2 HP. Then they can attack if they have another unit, plus this will be 3 HP. But I think that's fine if they give us the free unit. And then we can just use the pump spell to get them next turn. This seems kind of okay. Good draw too.
For the Empire.
Because I'm kind of okay if this guy dies eventually. I want to play Giral at some point.
Blast 'em.
I don't know if they have a fantastic attack here.
This'll shake 'em.
In position.
We take 5 or 6, 7. I think I'm just gonna put our guys down to low HP and save the most life. That seems reasonable. Because I think we have a really good game plan come turn 5, 6. Even here, like Poppy into an attack is really hard for them to deal with. This guy is going to be able to trade with their units again. Like, they can't red card. Gold card stuns Poppy, but...
Deal me in.
Okay. That's about the best response they could have had. But I'm pretty okay with this. I'm just a little worried about our health. Like, I don't want to get burnt out. But if we can get Radiant Guardian on board... I'm going to trade, like, everything here. If we get Radiant Guardian on board into a Challenger plus, like, all these buffs, I'm feeling pretty alright. I'll go here. Here. Alright, and now what do they do about Radiant Guardian? I might just open attack next turn to play around another stun. But getting Giral down is also very tempting.
You ain't stalking without me.
Man. Is there any way for them to burn us out this turn? If we go Broadwing plus Yordlesmith. Next turn, we could react with a Concerted Strike if they open with like a Decimate. Or do I just take my guaranteed 5 damage? And then just play Galio. I think we're fine to just try to play it slow.
Say your farewells.
Oh, interesting. I really don't want to run into another Noxon Forever here. That'd be pretty bad. We just lose to
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Fervor Decimate. I guess if that's what I was scared of, I could have right after they played Mariwood, and I could have used Concerted Strike then. Oh heck yeah! Woof! Bailed out by the top deck. Thank goodness for that. That really saved us there.
Looks like trouble. Together again, huh?
We're just one grave short of a full house.
If I play Galio, I might let the Twisted Fate level. Do we level Galio if we do this? 8, 13, 19. Yeah, Galio just levels if we do this. So if they don't attack, we just get Galio level up. Since we still have Concerted Strike, I'm willing to take the risk that they might also level Twisted Fate.
Strike for justice.
This is turn 8. This is pretty nasty.
Currents keep me.
They're never winning if this is the play they have to take, right? Like, they'd have to have a Fervor. Okay. I think we played that pretty well.
Find me.
Coming in hot!
Banish the
Fix up!
Nice. GG.
That was fun! So who's next?
Woo! Alright, baby. Silver 1. This feels pretty good. I like this. I was literally thinking to myself, I haven't tried Duran Protege yet. This feels really, really bad though if we just walk into Samir though. So maybe I'll go Fleet Feather Tracker into Darken Aegis into Durand Protege. So that way on turn 2, if they have a Samira, they can protect from the Samira challenge.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
Okay. That seems fine. We have 2 challengers next turn, so if they happen to hit Equinox or I don't even know. What else could they have? Pale Cascade wouldn't do it. That will. That will certainly do it. Okay. I'm looking at draw on turn 5 as my only way to kill this Zoe. And hope by then we also draw like a Sharp Sight wouldn't be great. Poppy could do it. Poppy can't do it. We're in trouble, aren't we? Oh my gosh, this Zoe's literally just gonna one-shot us. What the heck do I do? It's turn 4. I just have to hope they don't have Equinox and I guess try to outrace them with this Mountain Drake. Because I think this Zoe's literally gonna, like, stay alive this entire game. Well, that's interesting. That's actually an interesting draw. What does it change? Does it just means we can go wide this turn, right? We can give barrier to our Fleet Feather Tracker to be able to pull Zoe without giving her like extra Fury procs and without losing our unit for free. So if we go Broadwing Brightstone Protector, we have a really wide board. Is that any better than just going Mountain Drake? This runs much harder into a Equinox, but I think Equinox is bad enough for us anyway. Because they could just Equinox whatever unit we try to barrier. And so I'll try to go... I don't know. Maybe that was silly, but... A rally would be good, and then a Galio turn might be good. Galio is not all that incredible because we don't have many formidable units on the board at the moment. I'm just gonna have to try to kill them on our turn 7. Like, that's our only out, I feel.
I excel at making heads turn and roll.
How do we play this? We can go 2 units here, clog the board up. I think I'm just gonna go Jirol. I'm just gonna hope we go Galio next turn is enough health to survive our attack. And maybe we can outrace them if they're forced to take a bunch of chump blocks here. Like if we top deck a rally. We didn't. So I think we're supposed to play Galio here. He makes it pretty much impossible for them to kill our stuff this turn. Unless they have the obliterate all units with 3 or less power, and like the enemies with 3 or less power. But the upside is we attack without losing any of our units. We hope they just don't have any crazy celestials to win the game next turn.
The hero.
Me? Nah, I just work here. Thanks, though.
I don't like Galio's character. I feel like his level up animation is really silly, and his British accent doesn't feel very statuesque.
The man's changed. I'm doing it anyway.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Justice.
Next turn we just hope to top deck a rally. I don't even know if that'd be enough. As long as they don't have like the Golden Sisters, maybe we can get out of this. Okay. So we'll need Sharp Sight off the top or a Strike Spell off the top. Not good enough.
Watch them fly back into stars.
We literally can't even do anything though. We don't have any interaction. That's a little bit annoying. I don't know. That game, I don't like games like that where it feels like I just got so gimmicked out of a win. Or not even like a win, but just like a good matchup. Like that Zoe from turn... What was it? Turn 3, they played that Draconic Bands, and we literally could never interact with her again. That's a little annoying. Because it's a cool deck, otherwise. But I just don't like that feeling where it's like, from turn 3, I just lose the game. That Zoe was literally immortal. This hand looks pretty good. Against Lurk, maybe not so much. Jawfish is one of the cards you have to look out for in Eternal, right? Oh. I think I'd still take the trade. Because now this means if they have a Snapjaw Swarm, it can't kill our Broadwing, so they don't get to free attack on turn 2. That's probably one of our best cards here too. I don't think there's a reason not to take my attack. We can't activate the Challenger anyway, so it's not like we're holding them hostage. That doesn't do anything. Not yet, at least. This seems really good. This is, at least on turn 4, going pretty well for us. Next turn, we can go Charger and keep up Sharp Sight. Because they haven't been able to activate Lurk enough to make me scared of like a Pike spell quite yet. We could still play around that pretty well. And we have a Rally and Galio on hand, which are 2 of our best cards. That doesn't seem great for them. what the heck? Triple lurk? Because Rek'Sai attack lurk and Rek'Sai on top? I don't think they run too much interaction there. They might run like a copy of Quexiand. I don't know if it's worth the gamble or not. But now all of a sudden Pike is actually a problem. He'll be 5 power at the moment. I think I just go end round. They can do whatever they want. But I can play Galio single combat this turn. Plus the fact that he gives these guys so much health is so bonkers. Like he essentially just added a quote-unquote like 6/6 worth of stats on the board. And I think I'm just gonna single combat right now. It puts our Galio out of level up, but it stops this lurk, which means we can take positive trades elsewhere on the board. At least one positive trade, hopefully. They could have Bone Skewer, but they can't kill our Balin. I don't know if it matters if I hold on to single combat there. Because if they Bone Skewer, Galio's still a 10 health unit that they can't attack into very well. That seems fine. What? Why is this so bad for us all of a sudden? They have one card in hand. I think if we just go Yordlesmith, they'll have this plus whatever they top deck. If they don't have good interaction, we have 2 huge units with quick attack. Plus a rally. Like, I think we're okay. Because even if they chump block the Yordlesmith, these guys still have quick attack this round. So when we rally, they get in a lot of trouble. And if they block with Pike, this seems fine. If either unit hits their Nexus, we win. All right, GG. I don't know, that I wouldn't expect that to be an okay matchup for us, but it ended up working out all right. All right, well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I thought it was pretty fun. We experimented with a few decks, but turns out Poppy Galio may be the spice. Not what I expected to end up playing tonight. I'm not a huge fan of Galio, but I actually really enjoyed this deck. Balin felt really good. Just some other cards like Durant Protege I haven't played in a long time. Felt pretty interesting. Radiant Guardian absolutely carried that Pirates matchup too. So yeah, let me see here if I can update my master tracker real quick to see what our win rate was with it. I'll be back tomorrow. I have tomorrow off, so I can stream however long I want. We went 4-1 with that Galio Poppy deck. That was actually kind of funny. Elsewhere, I've had some success with Pirates on my own. I stumbled a little bit towards the end of my gaming with it. But that's what I used to climb from like Silver 3 to Silver 2-ish. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much to everybody for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed. If you're on YouTube, come say hi on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, I appreciate it. You can always check out the YouTube videos if you miss a live stream. Have a good one.